the cannabis cultivation laws, the marijuana laws that were created in 1935 and 1937, when you look those up, of course, they're in health and safety, and their applications is to doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and veterinarians, those who receive licenses from the state to distribute drugs for medicinal purposes. And so, you know, they're charging people, private people on private property for growing that plant.
Right.
And there's a fellow in Arkansas who just got 20 years, 2 10-year sentences that they ran consecutive instead of concurrent. And I've been thinking about trying to prepare a...
Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Mr. Hailstone. Uh-oh. You were trying to prepare what, Mr. Hailstone? Sorry about that. You trying to prepare what?
Well, I've been thinking about trying to prepare a writ of habeas corpus for him. He actually sends me letters, 2-3 letters a week. You know, he's got a really strange case because
okay, that's good.
There is no complainant, obviously.
No, what you said so far, to you, in your mind, what jurisdiction would you want him to be returned to?
In what jurisdiction? His own.
And what would that be?
In his own private capacity.
Okay, and like I said to me, that's good. No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty good. Now, if he'd want to have it in his own private jurisdiction, what I said, what usually I think is kind of funny, what I work with sometimes, does he have a wife?
No, he does not.
Too bad. Or does he have anybody who depends on him?
Yes, he does. He has a minor child.
Okay, well, oh boy. See, how I tried to work the angle, somebody asked me the same thing, a drug thing. Same thing. It's pretty funny. So she never got back to me. I wish the lady, if she's listening or whatever, she got back with me. But it was basically a habeas corpus. But what I was saying is, you want to have the return of your property, compare that with habeas corpus of California, Arkansas, see Exhibit A. And what I said to the lady is like, you believe, this is what I say, when I said to my wife years ago, I said to her, and when the child was born and we wouldn't sign any paperwork with the state, I said to people, I said, that's, you know, are you going to touch my property? And you have no authority to do so. So, well, we don't call newborns property. I said, well, I call that woman sitting at the end of the table my property. And you're like, oh, Mr. Lentz, that's a horrible thing. I said, she calls me her property. And she said, oh, no, you know, it was Lincoln abolished the slaves. And I said to my wife, I said, am I your property? She said, you're damn right. Nobody better touch you but me. I said, well, there you go. We got an agreement. I'm exclusive. She has exclusive rights to enjoy me. Exclusive to all others within society. She is my property. I provide for her. I provide service for her. I provide financial support for her, and then she provides for me, whatever duties and obligations that we confer to each other. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you could show, like in a habeas corpus thing, like in a right to transfer of property, bring the property back to its source of origin, I said to the woman, I said, look, say your husband is your source of income, and by them holding that body, that mule, or that donkey, jackass in their prison, it's interfering with your source of income. And that you rely upon that mule or that donkey. I'm sorry that mule or donkey smoked marijuana, or that mule or donkey had 5 pounds of pot on it. But you know what? Are you going to release that donkey and that mule back to me anytime soon? You have some sort of purpose in keeping it there? Because I believe I have a superior claim to get the full benefits out of my property. You claim that's your property. Did that property cause you damage? Did that mule actually cause you damage? Oh, it causes the taxpayer of Arkansas great damage. Good. You let a taxpayer come forth and actually show you an itemized statement of an actual bill of particulars in which that donkey, for some reason, caused $517 worth of damage to that man, and we'll compensate that man on a private side. We'll work with him through the administrative process. But until some man comes forward, that's my property. And I want that property returned to my jurisdiction, because I depend on that. If you want to call a human being, a U.S. citizen, property, well, I'm claiming him as property. The United States and all you Patriot Movement people all said, well, the United States thinks we're property. Oh, good. They should move my claim through the court really quick. You people, you know, every federal district court, oh, you claim that we're property. Well, we are. Well, okay, fine, we're property. Give me back my property. And there you go. So I'm just saying that's a spin on it a little bit. If that kind of helps a little bit, sure, I get your brain working on that one. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it back to somebody who can make a claim that it's property, and without that property being returned, they're going to have accrue financial loss.